Oran D, Oran Z Belgrave, beauty industry pioneer and cultural historian. Early life and education. Oran Douglas Belgrave was born as John Walter McLean III in 1951 in Omaha, Nebraska. When he was 5, his mother remarried and his name changed to Oran D. Belgrave. Later, he adopted the moniker Oran Z, inspired by Malcolm X's use of a symbolic letter to replace a given surname. He has even referred to Belgrave as an inherited slave name, preferring to identify simply as Oran Z. Raised in a Jehovah's Witness family, Belgrave showed early talents in music and art, becoming a drummer and visual artist in his youth. In his late teens, he moved to New York City and immersed himself in the era's culture, even attending the famous Woodstock Festival at age 18. These experiences, coupled with exposure to the black arts movement of the 1960s, shaped his creative outlook. Belgrave is a graduate of Omaha Technical High School and went on to pursue diverse higher education. He studied cosmetology at Stewart School of Cosmetology and advanced hair care at Dudley's University. And on the artistic side, went to Omaha Art School and graduated from Studio Academy with such a wonderful portfolio that the school stole it and used it on their career days to show what their students could do. Later trained in antiques appraisal at the College for Appraisers. Later becoming a professor at the Academy, highlighting in American art pottery and of course black memorabilia. This eclectic educational background would serve him well in 2 seemingly disparate careers: professional hair design and historical artifact collecting. Inspiration to enter beauty industry. As a young man in the early 1970s, Oran Belgrave found inspiration in the legacy of Madam C.J. Walker, the pioneering African-American hair care entrepreneur. Walker's example convinced him that he could make his mark serving the black community's needs, just as she had done decades before. Motivated by this idea, Belgrave enrolled in beauty school to learn cosmetology. After completing his training, he returned to Omaha and opened his first hair salon in the 1970s. He quickly developed a reputation for his innovative hairstyling and weaving techniques, marketing himself as a master hair weaver and even the world's fastest hair weaver, capable of executing complex extensions with remarkable speed. Alongside his salon business, Belgrave also had a budding passion for history and collectibles. In the 1970s, he began dealing in antiques on the side to supplement his income. He especially gravitated toward Black Americana, historical artifacts, art, and ephemera related to African American life. Eventually, he combined his interests by opening a small antique store and art gallery in Omaha, which evolved to focus exclusively on African American items. He grandly dubbed this collection the Black Americana Museum at 1244 S 13th St. Omaha NE 68,131, an informal but robust exhibit space where he showcased everything he could find for blacks, against blacks, about blacks, by blacks. This early museum was a one-of-a-kind venue in Omaha, presenting both positive achievements and painful memorabilia of black history in an unfiltered way. Pioneering work in hair and beauty. Belgrave's most significant breakthrough in the beauty industry came in the early 1980s when he developed a proprietary line of hair weave adhesives and extension products known as Oran's Wonder Weave. This product line is regarded as the first complete hair bonding system for adding extensions, and it revolutionized the way hair weaves were applied by providing strong yet flexible bonds. Oran's Wonder Weave became highly successful, allowing Belgrave to travel worldwide on the trade show circuit to demonstrate his technique and products. With the income from Wonder Weave sales, he invested heavily in his passion for collecting black historical artifacts. "I would buy black memorabilia. I have spent my last dime on things more than once," he later recounted. In addition to Wonder Weave, Oran Belgrave invented, or co-invented, several other hair extension methods and products that cemented his reputation as an innovator. His notable hair inventions include Profusion, a hair extension technique and adhesive system that allows for durable yet gentle attachment of extensions. Belgrave created Profusion as a next-generation bonding method to improve on existing glue and weaves. It is often demonstrated alongside Wonderweave as part of his extension kits. French fusion, an advanced strand-by-strand hair fusion method using specialized bonding sticks. French fusion was one of Belgrave's signature techniques for more natural-looking extensions, and it earned acclaim for providing a secure hold even in oil-rich conditions. Art Nouveau bonding lotion. A first-of-its-kind oil-proof bonding agent designed to protect hair bonds from oils and moisture. Marketed under the name Art Nouveau, this bonding lotion addressed a common weakness of hair glue by preventing slippage when clients applied oil-based products to their hair or scalp. Hair care elixirs and detanglers. Beyond extension glues, Belgrave formulated various shampoos, conditioners, and detangling products to support healthy hair maintenance for weave wearers. He developed leave-in conditioning detanglers to make comb-outs easier and created other herbal hair potions to promote growth and shine. Many of these were sold under his Oran's international brand as complementary products to the Wonderweave system. Belgrave's inventive contributions were truly pioneering for black hair care in the 1980s. Prior to his work, attaching hair extensions often relied on sewing tracks or using rudimentary glues that were messy and unreliable. Oran's Wonderweave and his fusion techniques introduced a new level of professionalism and consistency to the process, influencing the commercial hair extension industry in the US. His status in the field was such that he became a sought-after educator at beauty seminars around the world. He traveled internationally to demonstrate his methods, conduct workshops, and train other stylists. By integrating artistry with chemistry, Belgrave earned a place among the innovators of ethnic hair care, much like his role model, Madame C.J. Walker, a century earlier, who was my pretend mother, and Willie Morrow was my pretend father. It wasn't all smooth sailing, however. Despite his inventions, Belgrave faced business challenges in capitalizing on them. According to him, others at times took credit for his products, undercutting his rightful recognition. This led to financial setbacks in the late 1980s, a period when his fortunes dived, as one profile noted. These struggles, combined with a painful divorce in the mid-1990s, prompted Oran to make a major life change. He left Omaha, and sadly had to abandon the first museum collection he built there, and moved to Los Angeles for a fresh start, building black museums and art collections. In Los Angeles, Oran Z Belgrave rebuilt both his hair business and his ambitions as a curator of black history. He settled in the Baldwin Hills, Leimert Park Crenshaw district, a predominantly black area of the city, and re-established his museum in a new form. Around 1999, he opened Oran Z's Pan-African Black Facts Wax Museum, a unique and eclectic institution dedicated to the full spectrum of Black African and Black African American history. The museum was housed in a 16,000 square foot space at 3742 West Martin Luther King Jr., Los Angeles, CA, and it eventually overflowed into additional storage, several 40-foot shipping containers in the parking lot. As the collection grew into millions of items, Belgrave's Los Angeles Museum became known as a low-profile yet distinctive attraction, essentially a massive personal collection made public. Visitors needed appointments to tour it, and what they found inside was astonishing in its breadth and juxtaposition. Belgrave's philosophy was to show the positive and the negative of Black history side by side, without sugarcoating or heavy curation. He noticed that many traditional African American museums tended to highlight uplifting narratives while glossing over the painful or controversial aspects of history. In response, Oran Z took a radical approach. Everything was on display. Wax figures of esteemed Black icons stood only steps away from stark reminders of racism. For example, his exhibits featured wax statues of figures like Jackie Robinson, O.J. Simpson, LeVar Burton, Angela Davis, Michael Jackson, and even a custom-made figure of President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama shortly after Obama's election, and several white figures: Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Jenner, Johnny Carson, Salvador Dali. In the very next aisle, one might encounter iron slave shackles, a blood-stained Ku Klux Klan hood from the 1930s, or derogatory Jim Crow-era collectibles such as Mammy, cookie jars, and alligator bait postcards. A visitor could see a working woman Barbie doll and Black Panther Party newspapers sharing the same shelf, or an Ebony magazine cover of Stevie Wonder displayed alongside a jolly coin bank, an offensively caricatured coin bank. Belgrave even collected mundane consumer items that held cultural significance. The museum had items like Tiger Woods Wheaties, cereal boxes, Sylvia's hot sauce bottles with a black chef on the label, and signs reading, "I am a man" from civil rights marches. By assembling such an eclectic array, Oran Z Belgrave wanted visitors to confront the full reality of Black experience in America. The triumphs, the contributions, the prejudice, and the pain, and to draw their own conclusions. I wanted a museum that was unbiased, that lets people see it all and think what they want, Belgrave explained of his curatorial approach. This candid style of curation made Oran Belgrave's museum both fascinating and at times shocking. It was described by observers as bizarre and brutally honest in its portrayal of African American history. Yet it also served an educational mission. Local school children and scholars could visit to learn about lesser-known aspects of Black history through authentic objects. Oran often guided tours himself, imparting stories about inventors, activists, and everyday lives that aren't found in standard history textbooks. He saw the collection as a chronicle of Black Americana and a form of activism, preserving artifacts that mainstream institutions ignored so that the next generation could see tangible evidence of both Black achievement and the racism Black Americans endured. "If you can't see it, it doesn't exist," was one of Oran Z's guiding mottos for historical preservation. Accordingly, he amassed anything and everything related to Black people, from the African continent to the Americas, spanning slavery, segregation, the civil rights era, and contemporary pop culture.